In the dead of night, when shadows stretch and the world slumbers, there is a place where the living and the dead intersect. Imagine for a moment, a space where the veil between our reality and the spectral plane is threadbare. A place that teems not just with the living but also with echoes of lives long extinguished. These are the haunted crime scenes, locales that bear the indelible imprint of humanity's darker deeds. They are eerie, unsettling, and suffused with a history that refuses to be buried. Take for instance the infamous Cecil Hotel. Nestled in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, its Art Deco facade belies a grim past. Over the decades, this seemingly ordinary hotel has been the setting for a string of unexplained deaths, disappearances, and even served as the temporary residence for notorious serial killers. It's a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred, where each creak and whisper could be a sign of something beyond our understanding. Then there is the Amityville Horror House, a name that sends shivers down the spines of even the most hardened true crime enthusiasts. This unassuming suburban home was the site of a horrifying mass murder in the mid-70s. But the bloodshed didn't end there. Subsequent occupants reported a slew of paranormal activities, from strange noises to chilling apparitions. The house, it seemed, was alive with the echoes of its brutal past. These are but two examples in a world filled with haunted crime scenes. Each one tells a story, a narrative woven from the threads of unsolved mysteries, untimely deaths, and unquiet spirits. The stories are chilling, the histories are tainted, but the allure is undeniable. Tonight we delve into these chilling tales where the echoes of the past refuse to stay silent. We'll explore what makes these locations so haunted, recount the gruesome crimes that took place, and perhaps even come face to face with these spectral residents that still linger. Buckle up. It's going to be a spine-tingling ride. Tonight, we delve into these chilling tales where the echoes of the past refuse to stay silent. To truly understand these hauntings, we must first journey back through time. Our exploration begins with the chilling tales of haunted crime scenes, places that have been forever marked by the dark deeds of the past. These locations, once ordinary, have witnessed events so horrific that they seem to echo through the ages, resonating with an eerie, otherworldly energy. The stories that surround these places are often steeped in mystery and intrigue, entwining fact with the threads of local folklore. From whispered rumors of spectral sightings to unsettling accounts of unexplainable phenomena, the narrative of these haunted locales is shaped by the communities that live in their shadow. In many instances, it's the gruesome history of these crime scenes that has led to their association with the supernatural. As the blood-curdling events of the past ripple into the present, they leave a chilling imprint on these spaces, transforming them into the haunted sites we know today. As we peel back the layers of history, the line between fact and fiction blurs. A beacon of glamour turned into a den of despair. The Cecil Hotel hides secrets behind its ornate facade. When it first opened its doors in the Roaring '20s, it was an emblem of opulence in the heart of downtown Los Angeles. It promised a life of luxury and comfort to the city's elite. But as the Great Depression rolled in, the glamour began to fade, and the Cecil Hotel's grandeur turned into gloom. As the decades passed, the Cecil became a hotspot for the city's underbelly. Its once opulent halls became home to transients, and its shiny facade masked a grim reality. It was no longer a haven for the rich and famous, but instead a refuge for the lost and forgotten. The Cecil Hotel became synonymous with crime, tragedy, and despair. The hotel has been the setting for numerous unexplained mysteries and strange occurrences. Guests have reported eerie noises in the dead of night, and chilling sightings of apparitions. Some have even claimed to see the ghostly figures of those who met their untimely end within its walls. The Cecil Hotel has been the backdrop for countless tales of horror and tragedy, each one adding a new layer of intrigue to its dark history. But perhaps the most infamous chapter in the Cecil Hotel's story is the mysterious death of Elisa Lam. Her body was found in the hotel's water tank after guests complained about the water's taste and color. The circumstances surrounding her death remain a mystery, and many believe that the hotel's dark past played a part in her untimely demise. The Cecil Hotel is a chilling testament to the fact that sometimes places can become tainted by their history. Its once glamorous halls now echo with the whispers of its troubled past. Despite attempts to rebrand and renovate, the Cecil's dark reputation persists, casting a long and chilling shadow over downtown Los Angeles. The Cecil Hotel stands as a chilling reminder that sometimes the past refuses to die. In the quiet town of Amityville, a house on Ocean Avenue hides a chilling tale. Seated on the edge of a tranquil canal, the Dutch colonial-style house at 112 Ocean Avenue was once the setting for an unthinkable crime. In the dark hours of November 13, 1974, 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr. brutally murdered his entire family while they were sleeping. Parents and 4 siblings, gone in the blink of an eye. The motive remains a topic of speculation even today, but the story doesn't end there. A little over a year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, eager to start a new chapter of their lives. However, their dream of a peaceful suburban life was shattered by a series of inexplicable and terrifying events. The family reported a chilling array of paranormal activities. It started with cold spots and odd smells, then escalated to unexplained noises and objects moving on their own. The Lutz's youngest daughter, Missy, even claimed to have an invisible friend, a demonic pig-like creature named Jody. In a chilling turn of events, George Lutz started to wake up at 3:15 a.m. every night, the estimated time of the DeFeo murders. The Lutz family lived in the house for just 28 days before fear drove them away. They left behind their belongings, too terrified to return. Their story inspired a slew of books and films, contributing to the lore of the Amityville Horror. Was it all a hoax spun by the Lutz family for fame and fortune, or was there a malevolent entity haunting the house on Ocean Avenue? Despite countless investigations and debates, the truth remains as elusive as the spectral figures reported in the house. Today, the house stands with a changed address, in an attempt to escape its infamous past. Yet, the memory of the gruesome murders and the subsequent haunting lingers, casting a long dark shadow over the quiet town of Amityville. The Amityville house remains a testament to the darker side of the American dream. In these haunted places, the veil between this world and the next seems to thin. A chilling sentiment, isn't it? But for many who've dared to visit these infamous locations, the experience was far from mere sentiment. It was as real as the air they breathed, the fear that gripped their hearts. Take the Cecil Hotel, for instance. A place shrouded in mystery and dark history. A place where the living and the dead seem to coexist. A former hotel employee once shared his chilling encounter, stating, "I was checking the boiler room in the basement when I felt a cold hand on my shoulder. I turned around, but there was no one there." Then, there's the Amityville Horror House, a place that still sends shivers down the spines of the bravest souls. A former resident once recounted, "I'd wake up to whispers in the middle of the night. It was like the house was alive, like it was trying to tell me something." And who can forget the chilling tales from other haunted crime scenes, stories of spectral figures seen wandering the halls or violent poltergeist activity. A police officer once reported, "I was investigating a crime scene when I saw a figure in the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but there was nothing there. I felt a chill run down my spine. I knew I wasn't alone." Even skeptics have found themselves questioning their beliefs after encountering these unexplainable phenomena. A journalist visiting one of these haunted locations stated, "I came here a skeptic, but what I experienced, I can't explain it. I felt a presence, an energy that I've never felt before." These stories, as chilling as they are, serve as reminders of the echoes of the past that linger in these places. The tragic events, the lives lost, the pain and sorrow, they all seem to have left their mark on these locations, creating an eerie connection between the world of the living and the world of the dead. For those who dare to tread these haunted halls, the echoes of the past are all too real. As we grapple with these chilling tales, we must ask, is there a scientific explanation for these hauntings? The world of science and the supernatural often seem to exist at polar opposites. Yet, some scientific theories attempt to bridge this gap, offering potential explanations for the eerie encounters we've explored. Firstly, let's talk about infrasound. This refers to sound waves with frequencies below the lower limit of human hearing. Infrasound can be produced by natural phenomena like earthquakes or storms, but also by some mechanical devices. Research suggests that exposure to infrasound can cause feelings of unease, dread, and even terror. It can also cause physical manifestations such as chills or the sensation of being watched. Could the inexplicable fear often reported in haunted locations be attributed to infrasound? Then there are electromagnetic fields, or EMFs. These invisible areas of energy are associated with the use of electrical power and various forms of natural and man-made lighting. Some studies suggest a link between EMF exposure and hallucinations, or a sense of presence. Could an unusually high EMF reading explain the ghostly apparitions witnessed in places like the Cecil Hotel or the Amityville house? Lastly, let's consider hallucinations. Stress, lack of sleep, and certain substances can all trigger hallucinations, causing us to see, hear, or feel things that aren't there. Could the witnesses to these supernatural events have been hallucinating? As we delve into these theories, it's crucial to remember that they are just that, theories. While they offer potential explanations, they don't definitively prove or disprove the existence of the supernatural. Many of these phenomena remain unexplained, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. While science may offer some answers, it cannot dispel the deep-seated dread that these haunted crime scenes inspire. Despite the passage of time, the allure of these haunted crime scenes persists. They remain cloaked in a chilling veil of the unknown and the unsolved, drawing in the curious and the brave. The eerie echoes of the past continue to resonate, whispering tales of terror and mystery that refuse to be silenced. These haunted locations have etched themselves into the fabric of our culture. They have become the muse of storytellers, inspiring a myriad of books, movies, and television series. The Cecil Hotel, for instance, served as the haunting backdrop for the 5th season of the popular television series American Horror Story. Its dark history and the unsolved mysteries that lurk within its walls provided the perfect setting for a tale of horror and suspense. Similarly, the Amityville Horror House has left an indelible mark on the landscape of horror fiction. The chilling tale of the Lutz family's 28-day stint in the house has been recounted in numerous books and adapted into a series of movies. The image of the house, with its distinctive quarter-moon windows that eerily resemble eyes, has become a cultural icon of horror. These stories, while rooted in fact, have been sensationalized and dramatized, blurring the line between reality and fiction. The truth, however, remains just as chilling. These are not just sets created for our entertainment, they are real places where real people lived and in some cases, met their tragic end. The fascination with these haunted crime scenes is not just about the thrill of the scare, it's about the human stories that lie beneath the surface, the unsolved mysteries, the unanswered questions. It's about our desire to understand, to make sense of the senseless, to find answers in the shadows. As long as these haunted crime scenes continue to captivate us, the ghosts of the past will never truly rest. They will continue to haunt our collective consciousness, reminding us that some mysteries may never be solved, some stories may never find closure, and some spirits may never find peace. As our journey into the heart of darkness ends, we are left with an unsettling truth. We have ventured into the shadowy corners of history, delving deep into tales woven by the warp of true crime and the weft of the supernatural. We've explored the infamous Cecil Hotel, a monument to mystery and misfortune where the echoes of tragedy still resonate in its vacant rooms. Its corridors whisper tales of the notorious, the lost, and the damned, each story a chilling testament to the hotel's eerie history. We've journeyed to the heart of the Amityville Horror, a sinister saga that continues to captivate and horrify. Here, in a seemingly ordinary suburban house, an unthinkable crime occurred, followed by alleged spectral occurrences that have blurred the boundaries of reality and fiction. Its legacy is a haunting narrative that lingers long after the sun is set. Our exploration revealed a plethora of unearthly encounters, stories that defy explanation and challenge our understanding of the world. These tales, whispered from generation to generation, serve as a stark reminder of the inexplicable mysteries that lurk in the shadows of our existence. We've also delved into the science of the supernatural, the quest to rationalize the irrational. But, as we have discovered, even science struggles to fully explain these phenomena, highlighting the vast expanse of the unknown that we have yet to comprehend. And yet, the haunting continues. Despite the passage of time, these stories persist, refusing to fade into obscurity. They continue to intrigue, to terrify, and to captivate us, reminding us of the thin veil that separates the living from the dead. In these hallowed halls of horror, the line between the living and the dead is not just crossed, but erased. And that, dear viewer, is a chilling thought to take into the night.